Welcome back. The report is now working. So I just was telling what we can do with the computational basics. So I'll share the screen now. See what we can.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you see now? So here the date is 6th August. So here, whatever computational work we do, we are always concerned with stability of stability. Please mute your mic. All your mics, mute your mics. It's disturbing, right? Stability and reactivity of all molecules is good. We have to see whether the molecule is stable, whether the molecule is reactive. This is what we usually do. Now, that is called as the exploration of chemical space. That is done by quantum chemical property. Of course, you know very well how quantum chemistry started with Schrodinger's equation. You don't have to go into all this equation. I'll just write it and tell you what is done by the computer. The computer just calculates this part. Okay. Computer calculates this by taking the support of the Hamiltonian. And this you have to define. What is it? This is wave function. That is why I have always told you that computation chemistry has chemistry, that is the quantum. Now, this particular process of getting energy and final geometry of the molecule is known as optimization. Final geometry is known as optimization. So usually, people get some kind of apprehension here when they see quantum chemistry, but it's not like that. We don't do anything. The computational programs are already written, and they are in the form of packages. So here you can see this text. You can read the definition there. Chemistry is that branch of simulation to assist in solving chemical problems. It uses methods of theoretical chemistry, quantum chemistry, and incorporated into efficient computer program. This is what I told you that higher level language. Do you remember? I was telling about this language, structures and properties. This is the okay. So now I would suggest what we do basically. A brief knowledge about Optifact is important. I think you know SCF method. This method uses something called as approximation. Okay, what is this approximation? We take 4 electrons. I can draw a molecule. Put a nucleus there. And here you can have mic mute பண்ணுங்க. Please mute the mic. Some baby is speaking. Okay, So here 4 electron means obviously you will have 4 proton and obviously you will have neutron, right? So 4 neutron and 4 proton will come here. Okay, now I'll just put 1 electron here, 2 electron here, 3 electron here, 4 electron here. 1 proton and 1 neutron I'll just take initially. What is the interaction of this first electron with this of first proton? In the interaction, you can have attraction. Okay, you can have attraction, and it can release energy, or it can release heat, whatever it is, or it can release radiation, whatever it is. But 1 electron interacting with 1 proton will have some effect. That is calculated. Then 1 electron interacting with 1 neutron, neutron number 1 is to be calculated. Then 1 proton plus 1 neutron, they make some combination, and the interaction of 1 proton with 1 electron is also considered. Okay. So all these you put together and get it as a you just some baby is making noise, please. யாரோ ஒரு குழந்தை பேசுறதா? Okay. Then the next is being taken. It will have interaction with this, it will have interaction with this, it will have interaction with this. The next is taken. It will have interaction with this, it will have interaction with this, and it will have interaction with this. So many interactions are there. And most of them are also non-covalent. Non-covalent means they do not make any bond. Any bond. They just interact non-covalently, like a hydrogen bond or like a Van der Waals bond, like that. They interact with that. So this is what you do. All these interactions, 1 with 2, 2 with 3, 3 with 4, you just integrate it within limit 0 to infinity, or some limit you just create. And this is what is being done in the quantum mechanics. And the programs are written such that they integrate all the charges and give you the result. Okay. The next part involves it's very difficult. Becomes very difficult in integrating. Difficult to integrate. See, for example, what is in the integration? We have second MSc boys from strength going up to 24. Okay. When our student comes from this place, from a mountain, from local Wanembadi, several places, they join together and sit in a very ordered manner. So we call this process as integration. Okay. Unless it is integrated, it is never called as a second MSc class. Unless it is integrated, it is. What is the property of second MSc? The property of second MSc is they have very well passed through first MSc. They have a knowledge of very good BSc, and individually they don't matter. Individually they don't matter. Individually they do not matter. But as a class, they constitute this second MSc. So bringing from different places like this, like this, like this, like this, is called as the integration. 0 is this particular thing, and infinity is the maximum distance. You can define the distance. The maximum a student come from is Krishnagiri. So I can just take it as 0 kilometer to 60 kilometer radius. Okay, that is all. Just is some number to define, but what we do is integration. We within the radius of 60 kilometers, we bring out the students and then integrate them and make a class, And this class has a property compared to other classes, like for example, second MSc Physics, second MSc Zoology, second MCom. This class has got a different property, and you know what this different property is. So that is what we do by bringing all proton and neutron theoretically. Now, why should we bring them? Because we see we have to bring them and integrate them because we see variation in properties. Variation in properties. One good example is, I just take it is from the periodic table. Okay, the addition of one electron, one proton, one neutron, electron, proton, and neutron, plus one proton, one electron, plus one neutron. They do not necessarily do some kind of soup. Soup mari kodukudilla. Idina enna artham? They don't give soup means what they actually give is, one is a gas, the other one is some kind of liquid, the third one is some kind of solid, the fourth one is some radioactive. Okay, the fifth one is supports combustion. Sixth one is very noble, stable, like gold, and something is very explosive. Okay, so these properties are keeping on changing, but you add only these three things: proton, electron, and by adding this, how does this property keeps on changing? And that takes another example. Hydrogen is explosive. Oxygen supports combustion. Okay. 2 hydrogen plus 1 oxygen is to water that extinguishes fire, right? That extinguishes this fire. That means we've got a peculiar property. It says that this also has got one electron, this also has got one electron, and this also has got one electron. But joining them together is giving different property. This is different property, this is different property, and this is different property. So we have to study which is stable and which is not stable. Okay. That is why just the Hartree-Fock equation takes up something which we call as the Slater determinant. Slater type orbitals have you seen? Have you heard of Slater type orbitals? These are mathematical representation of Slater type and orbitals. Okay. Now, what is this determinant? இதெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு நாலேஜ்க்காக போதும். You don't need to hard work. What is it? I'll just take up matrix. Okay. What is a matrix? A 3x3 matrix or a 3x2 matrix. I'll just take for example. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 6 is a matrix. Okay. This is 3. Now, what are all these things? Property. This is another property. Some more property. Okay. Let us just equally put this an example. Our staff room is there. Staff room. We sit like I sit here, and next day, here everybody sits, and here, yes, or yes, somebody sits. Okay. You call this as a staff, but individually if they come out, they are different. They are all human beings, but they are all different. His style of teaching is different. His style. Now we sit in a kind of thing where we discuss a lot of things. Okay, we discuss. That is raised to class. Now I'm just changing the setup. I'm bringing the HOD here, bringing PTA here, bringing MES there. So earlier said is not equal to present set. Okay. Those beside you, they just change. Even though all are human beings, just like all are electrons. But if you change the electrons, interaction is different. I always interact with VMM. I always interact with HOD. I do not interact with the MESR because it is very far away. Likewise, one electron does not interact with the electron. One electron does not interact with fourth electron. Electrons, one entire it does not react. Okay. So this interaction, as it is as a whole, the chemistry department is a very good department. Is good compared to commerce. Some departments people are always fighting. Okay, that is one thing. So these are all some kind of approximations. This exact these are all some kind of approximation. In the approximation தான் நாங்க வந்து இதுல போடுறது ஹெச்ல போடுறோம். ஒரு எலக்ட்ரான் கொடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா இந்த இந்த ஹாமில்டோனியன் இல்லையா, இந்த அப்ராக்சிமேஷன் தான் இதுல போடுறோம். என்ன அப்ராக்சிமேஷன்? இப்போ somebody ask you, சார் எப்படி இருக்காரு அப்படின்னா, கொஞ்சம் தலையில முடி கம்மியா இருக்கும், கண்ணாடி போட்டுட்டு இருப்பாரு. You'll try to describe exactly how you have seen, but the person who takes will not understand it. Okay. Or there is one term called as the perturbation theory. Perturbation theory படிச்சிருக்கீங்க. You just say one thing, Kamal Hassan sir மாதிரி இருப்பாரு அப்படின்னா just like means, you know, just the first approximation is taken as complete setup. So you don't go for any other probability. சொல்றோம் இதுதான் எடுத்துக்கணும் அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு பேர் தான் perturbation. புரியுதா? But in perturbation theory alone we do it like this, but in approximation theories, in other approximation theories, the combination of atomic orbitals, LCAO, இது படிச்சிருப்பீங்க. இதுல லீனியர் காம்பினேஷன் டைரக்டா அப்படியே ஒரு ஆர்பிட்டல் அப்படியே கம்பைன் பண்ணிட்டே வராது. இதுல உங்களுக்கு அந்த ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி வராது. பெர்டர்பேஷன்ல ஒரு ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி வரும், லீனியர் காம்பினேஷன்ல ஒரு ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி உங்களுக்கு வராது. என்னடா வாட்டர் அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம், வாட்டர் வந்து லிக்விடா இருக்குது, பட் என்ன திடீர்னு வந்து இன்னொரு வாட்டர் மாலிகுல் ஆக்சிஜன் மாலிகுல் போட்டீங்கன்னா இது வந்து ஆக்சிடைசிங் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியா போயிடுது. ஓகே, ஆக்சிடைசிங் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியா போயிடுது. பிளஸ் இட் ஹஸ் காட் சம் ரேடிக்கல் ஆல்சோ. Why does it behave when you just add one oxygen? What happens to this Hamiltonian is what you say. Okay. Moreover, the programs pick up this beautiful thing. In ordinary mathematics, 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2. Yeah, 6 equal to 6 in சொல்றோம். பட் நீங்க செட் எடுத்துக்கங்க, மேட்ரிக்ஸ் நாங்க இங்க பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா, you have seen this set. இந்த செட் எடுத்தோம் இல்லையா, 2/3, 3/2 செட் போட்டோம் இல்லையா. 3/2 is not equal to 2/3. இதுதான் is not equal to 2/3. எப்படி இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா 2/3 is equal to 6 வருது, அப்படியே மாத்தி பாத்தீங்கன்னா 3/2 equal to 6 வருது. 2 electrons into 3 protons cannot be equal to 3 electrons and 2 protons. முடியாது இந்த மாதிரி. For example, He4(2) is not equal to Be4(2). பெரிலியம்ல கூட உங்களுக்கு வந்து 2 புரோட்டான் தான் இருக்கு, பட் இது ஐசோடோப்பா இருக்கும். இது வந்து நோபல் கேஸா இருக்கும், பட் இது ரேடியோ ஆக்டிவ் எலிமெண்டா இருக்கும். ஓகே, நைட்ரஜன் 7 is not equal to oxygen 7. Oxygen 8 is not equal to fluorine 8. Why? Because here also you have the same set. ரெண்டுமே ஒரே set of electrons தான் இருக்கு. But oxygen கொஞ்சம் reactive இருக்கு, fluorine வந்து reactive இருக்கு. So that is why we have to use the matrices and determinants to suggest matrices and determinants. இப்போ எல்லாமே போயிட்டீங்களா? I think you are all there.
Yes, sir.
So I'll just sum up everything. We basically use H psi equal to E psi. Okay, H psi equal to E psi. இதான் ஈக்குவேஷன் எடுக்கிறோம் கம்ப்யூட்டர் கெமிஸ்ட்ரியில. இது வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டர் படிக்கிறவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா, கம்ப்யூட்டர் நாலேஜ் உள்ளவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா, கம்ப்யூட்டர் நாலேஜ் உள்ளவங்க கோட் எழுதுறாங்க. புரியுதா? சம்டைம்ஸ் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி பீப்புள் ஆல்சோ ரைட் கோட்ஸ். யூஸ்வலி எந்த லாங்குவேஜ்ல எழுதுறோம் அப்படின்னா சி அண்ட் C++ எழுதுறாங்க. புரியுதா? அதுக்கு அடுத்தது என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா, இதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு பேக்கேஜா கொண்டு வராங்க. பேக்கேஜ் மாதிரி கொண்டு வராங்க. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் காஷன் இஸ் ஏ பேக்கேஜ். இது வந்து காஸ்ட்லியா இருக்கும். சம் பீப்புள் கிவ் ஃப்ரீ வந்து கேமிஸ் அப்படின்னு கொடுப்பாங்க. கேமிஸ் அப்படின்னு பேக்கேஜ் கொடுப்பாங்க. புரியுதா? ஸோ இது எடுத்துட்டு நாங்க என்ன பண்றோம்னா, நாங்க வந்து சிஸ்டம் டிஃபைன் பண்ணோம். என்ன சிஸ்டம்? I want to calculate the property of nitrobenzene or nitroaniline, metanitroaniline. I want to calculate the property of this. Okay, nitroaniline. So what I will do is I will write the geometry of this. How to write geometry? We have got in syllabus. I will explain how we have to write geometry. I will write geometry. Okay, and then submit it to the package, and then what it will do is it will calculate, give me energy. It will calculate and give me the energy. Not only that, it will give me distribution of electron density and core energy, core repulsion, and some activities like ionization potential, and properties like electron affinity. From this, you can calculate nucleophilicity and electrophilicity, and then you can calculate the transport number. இது வந்து எலக்ட்ரோகெமிஸ்ட்ரியில இருக்கும். Transport number வந்து it is semiconducting property. Okay, so these are all some of the properties generated for this molecule. அப்படியே நட்சல்ல, okay, in a nutshell it will give. So by taking this property, if you have a new molecule, புதுசா discovered molecule, then you can just work out the properties. You can describe the reactivity. Okay. I will finish with one good example. Jerry March bookல நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா, உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஏதோ ஆர்கானிக் ரியாக்ஷன் ஹிஸ்டரி விட்டு பென்சின் ரிங் இப்படி போட்டிருக்கும். பென்சின் ரிங்ல இங்க வந்து எலக்ட்ரான், இங்க ஒரு எக்ஸ்போர்ட், இது வந்து ஏதாவது ஒரு ஆட்டம் நான் சப்ஸ்டியூட் பண்ணலன்னா எல்லா இடத்துல ஈக்குவல் எலக்ட்ரான் டென்சிட்டி இருக்கும். So that is why I put it like this. Okay. So when you have some substituents, say for example NH2, the electron density becomes 0.10 here and 0.10 here, 0.25 here, 0.30 here. Okay. Or I'm just increasing it. 0.30 here, 0.25 here, 0.10 here. 0.3 நிறைய இருக்கும். So you get more ortho product. Ortho product நிறைய வரும் உங்களுக்கு. இந்த 0.3 இருக்கிற. இதுக்கு அடுத்த நம்பர் வந்து 0.25 para product. Para product. இது வந்து 60% வருது அப்படின்னா இது ஒரு 30% வரும். இது என்ன? This one is a meta product. So the meta product you obtained is only 10%. So likewise, this theoretical calculation is done. The electron density distribution. So I just told you, I think, where electron density distribution is there. This one, right? Electron density distribution in the calculation. Okay. Now you will know which product you will obtain. Suppose if you have a new molecule in which NH2 is substituted by some other molecule, like for example NHCO, NH2, like that, this will change. These three will change. So if this change, you can say whether you will get a ortho product, or you can say whether you get a meta product, or you can say reduced product. So you can have a look at when we studied the Jerry Marx book number reactivity mechanism. I was confused why you get this 0.3, 0.10, 0.250. But later, after getting computation chemistry, putting the molecule, running it into the software, I got this very good results. So I conclude that to find out electron distribution, to tell you the reactivity, in terms of the nucleophilicity or electrophilicity or free radical reaction, for some new molecules which you are going to make a new drug. Suppose if you make a new drug, for such new molecules, what will be the reactivity? How will it react? Now the new drug is being prepared for the COVID-19 virus. Okay, how much reactivity will be? What are the places it will interact? What are the non-covalent interactions? All these things is first done using computers only. They have done it in the first month itself. Only after finding out the structure, they have gone to the final production of these things. Okay, so this is the basic introduction about the computation chemistry. So all you need to know is when you study quantum chemistry, final equations you just remember, like H equal to Hc. There are a lot of persons who have done PhD in Hamiltonian only. In the H equal to Hc, yeah. Durga Prasad ஒரு வார்த்தை இருக்காரு ஹைதராபாத் நியூஸ்ல 50 PhD பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Can you imagine? He has done 50 PhDs only on this H. If you want to see, go to the University of Hyderabad, search for Durga Prasad, Dr. Durga Prasad. You see his students how they have done it. All these things they just do mathematical incorporation, new terms. New variation incorporation and final calculation of the energy. So it will be approximation and then mathematical. We don't have to go into that because already everything is done by the computers, and we get a very good package, free package. We just run it, we get the results. So in the coming classes, I will tell you what are the methods that we can adopt, and what are the things we can learn from the computation chemistry. We brief into that, and some workout also I will be giving. Okay. Thanks for listening. The time is up in the Zoom, so it is giving me signals, so I have to stop. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the WhatsApp group.